Testing audio. Testing audio.
Alright, hopefully this still works. It's kind of working. Alright. I mean, that's always good when things kind of sort of work a little bit, right? Is my keyboard not working? No, it is. Which one of you jerks broke my keyboard? Come on. Let me click oh my gosh. Come on! You know, Streamlabs is a wonderful thing, right? But the fact that I can't do something as simple as click on the window without clicking on everything... Bro. There we go. That's all I wanted to do. All right. All right. I think things are kinda there. All right. Sorry about that. Well, hee-haw, hoy-hoy, you will be destroyed, and your Well, this is only slightly annoying. I don't know what the heck's going on. We had this problem last stream. I think my Elgato is dead. It literally will not work. I don't know how to fix it. I have tried everything. It was working fine until I started streaming, and then it just, like, it's still on. But yeah, it's just deciding to not work. So, alright, let me set up my wireless mics, because this microphone ain't gonna cut it. I wish I knew what the heck was going on. I sure hope these things are charged. Oh, yeah, sorry, subpar audio quality. You'd think a $350, on sale, mind you, headset would have decent audio quality. It don't, if you haven't figured that out. That one has a little bit of juice. What's this one got? Oh, no, that one went from full to dead instantly. Cool. Well, we'll just charge you while using you. And I'm sure while I was doing that, that camera died again. Oh, not this time? Okay, hold on. Yeah, we're going old school. Trust me, it doesn't sound any better for me. It completely cuts... there's something like Bluetooth bandwidth going on. Huh. Why did the thing I just plug in not show up in OBS? Oculus, game capture, virtual audio cable. Why is that not showing up? Don't make me have to restart this stream. That is like the worst thing I could do right now. Okay, you are on? Ah! That USB cable. All those USB cables don't work. Huh? How is every single one of these USB cables currently offline? Do I have an answer for that? I don't know if I have an answer for that. Okay, it said it was working. Okay, that one is charging. Let's try this again. It'd be cool if, like, you just hit, like, stream and things worked. That would be, you know, incredible. Practically unheard of. I mean, the camera's still on. Nope, it doesn't show up. Okay, let's change audio device back to the camera. Can you handle that? Okay. Okay. Alright. Are we okay right now? Chat, say penguin if we're okay right now. Nah, Solinus, I want them to give me that engagement of constantly asking. There we go, Fallon. Alright, I will do my very, very, very best to make sure that that camera stays on. I'm sorry for the technical difficulties. If somebody wants to buy me a new Elgato, send a line to the usual address, because I think this one's dead. I can't figure it out. I have that Elgato plugged into the front of my USB ports, which should be fine, because the Elgato, like, would run off the lowest USB ever. And I have the main camera plugged into an extension cable that goes into the back of my motherboard, and I'm not even using the 2 USB-C cards I have installed in the computer. So, we should hopefully be okay. So thank you very much for the penguins. Yeah, it's an Elgato 60S. HD 60S or whatever. And I'm using that because... Oh my god, I can't even move my mouse. That's the other issue, is like, all of a sudden, none of my USB stuff wants to work at all now. My mouse literally just won't connect. Huh. Is the torrent worse than the warning? The torrent didn't break itself. It just didn't work. We'll find out, J-Ro, how good today actually is. So, never mind me. I'm totally not gonna be hitting crabs the entire time I'm live streaming. Well, what should we start with? I feel like we should start with the sender. Because that might be the easiest one. I swear I brought over my, I swear I brought it over. You should bypass... It has a thermistor? Dude, we're bypassing thermistors like it's, like 2012? How long am I streaming for? Until I want to stop, usually. Or I just, like, my brain gives out and we can't do it anymore. It's gonna be funny to find out which one of those is first. I swear I brought over my electric screwdriver. I am so certain. For 10% performance. That's kind of how we do it, huh? Derek Woodson with the $2 super chat. Are you going to review the 40 Max or WAD? I already did a review of the 40 Max, but I have another video coming up with 40 Max shells in them. Rock. So thank you very much for the $2 super chat. Where is it? Dude, I swear to Crom, I just had it. Oh, where did I leave my screwdriver? All right, Sender. You've gone on long enough without being opened. Do you remember Coop 772? No, who's that? I have no idea who you're talking about. Yeah. Hitting crabs, taking apart senders, talking to chat. Yep, it's a Saturday. You plan to look at the final condition by Sandshark? I think I am. Is that the pump action with the sideways magwell? Yeah, I have one of those coming from, what's the name of it? Ross, 3D Printed Blasted Hawaii, LLC. Well, it's a good thing I know how to solder then, Framed. Are you wiring this for a 3S LiPo? Is that even worth doing? Like, let's be honest. Not everything has to be 3S, right? Yeet hammer? I do not have a yeet hammer. Any suggestions for optics? Not really. Optics don't really do much in NERF, to be perfectly honest. You are probably a lot better off just learning to shoot by feeling. The agility isn't bad. I don't know if I'll finish my video on it, but it's definitely not bad. Don't open it, it's a trap, you're knowing precious Nerf wouldn't want to honor any warranty. You know that. Actually, they've been pretty decent in the past. I think like 2 or 3 times they've reached out to me about, hey, that thing's broken, mind sending it to us? What is my dream blaster? If I had to pick something right this second off the top of my head, it would be a double Sledgefire. I'm sure I have others. I promise you, when you open the torrent, I'm assuming torrent, it will now go back together easily. I had to use hot glue. That sounds extreme. I mean, there is a trash can within 10 feet of me. It could just wind up there. Is it worth buying a Kopesh? I don't know what that is. Like the sword? The torrent opened up just fine. I had no issues with it. Okay, well, I love chat because chat is never consistent. In fact, that's the most consistent thing about chat, is that it's never consistent. When it comes to disappointment, you never disappoint. Kopish is one of Lidl's streamers. I mean, most of Lidl's stuff is really cool. Striker or Nexus Pro? I will have a video on this in the near future. Actually, that's a question I have for you guys. Is it acceptable if I uploaded a video like Striker 2.0 versus Nexus Pro, would you watch it?
Let's rock.
A legit question, because I honestly feel like nobody's going to watch that because it's just retreading an old topic. Because I already planned on doing the Sender versus the Venom. But I want to fix the Venom first, or the Sender first. I know, Solonese, but not everybody can be as awesome as you. Actually, they can. All they have to do is like the stream and subscribe to the channel and drop a comment in the chat saying they subscribed. You don't even have to love me. It's all free. Let's see. I feel like I got most of the screws out of this thing. I feel like a seal. Yeah, do Striker 2.0 versus Nexus Pro X. I kind of want to. Do I risk it and buy a torrent? To be perfectly honest, I don't think so. But you guys obviously can do whatever the heck you want. I am not your dad. At least, not that I know of. What are my plans for the sender? Fix it. That's it. Does that sound too blasé? Oh! Oh, she's open! Oh, she sucks. She's got one of those, like, hey, look at me, I got wires reaching on both sides of the thing. And no connector. But she does butterfly open very good. So, judging by what I'm looking at here, we got the exact same flywheel setup, correct me if I'm wrong, as the Strife X. In fact, this looks suspiciously like a Strife battery cage, or a Strife flywheel cage, inverted. But it looks like, I mean, you could probably see that. That looks pretty much, like, even the flywheels look like they're made of that, like, different Delrin, I think it was. I don't know, Hawkeye's not in here, he doesn't love me enough. Look at those mounting points. I think it's a Strife cage cow. I mean, you know, I probably do, but the second I get up, something bad's gonna happen. Is that a Strife? Oh, that is a Strife cage. It is, in fact, a Strife cage upside down. It's the exact same geometry, flopped over. Reversed. If you can see that. I mean, the actual screw points might be off. They look very similar. Knowing Nerf, they're like a millimeter or two off. Just to upset you. I've been pretty awesome for a long time. Well, thank you very much for the $2 super chat. And for that, King Kavosha, I'm just going to have to agree with you. Because I'm a donator. That's true. People who donate are 10% more awesome. So, what was I going to do again? Oh, yeah. So, why is the trigger pull on this thing so garbage if it's geared? Wow. I didn't realize it was geared. Look at that. Why is that so bad? It depends on the amount you donate. Maybe we should have thresholds. So, let's take out this... Oh, that's cute. The magwell is like a whole thing. It's like, you could just put that in a different blaster. That's adorable, Hasbro. Probably what they did. I didn't mention it. I mean, I had things to say about that mag release, which, by the way, I'm sorry if it seemed like I was having a stroke during this video. I'm sitting there with no script, right? I have a vague idea of what I want to say in my head. So, I will say a thing, and if I mess it up, I'll stop and mentally reboot and say the thing again, right? And I cut a lot of stuff out of my videos. I filmed 45 minutes for the sender or the torrent video. I used, I don't know, 10, 12 minutes of it. And Vegas crashes all of the time. So I somehow left in that spot where I'm like, I'm talking and stop, I'm talking and stop, I'm talking, and it's just like, it made me look like I was having a stroke. And people were like, dude, are you okay? It's like, oh my god, that made it into the video. I edited it out now, it's gone, but yeah. Classic for real with a $2 super chat. Did you by chance get the Sam's Club long shot? I do believe, man, it is loud. Why is that so loud? I do believe there's a package at the post office. It's been not a great week. The wife has been sick pretty much all week. Dude, where's my mouse? Come on. So we have not made it into town to get that yet. Hey, dude, come on! Give me my mouse! It just gave up. It's not. I want my mouse. All right, let me catch up with all this. Holy crap! Thank you very much for the $2 super chat. Collects for real. Just to answer you, Belze with a $10 New Zealand. Love the mods. Well, thank you very much, Belze. I haven't really done any good mods, but I appreciate it either way. And Zach Rango is apparently a longtime member, and I don't recognize their name. They might have changed at some point. Let me know, Zach. How are you, King? I assume you're talking to King Gavosha and not me. Wow, the Magwell's one piece. That is true. I actually like the stroke part. It added a comedic effect. See, I didn't know about that. I thought it made me look even stupider than I usually am. So, I did get rid of it. Making sure I'm still killing crabs. Look at me, I'm killing crabs. Just because I'm live streaming doesn't mean I can't grind strength. So, welcome! Time to answer the question we've all been waiting for. How old are you actually? I answered that in a Did we get it? Cool. I seriously hope I don't have to do that every 2 seconds like I had to last time. I answered that in a recent video, though, Shotgun. I don't think that one's Hasbro. But at least now I get to show you guys that my wheels are absolutely not aligned. I'm actually super happy about that, because I say things, and for some reason everybody's like, hey, Walcom's an anti-Hasbro show. His flywheel cage is fine. He's just leaning into the hatred because he hates NERF, even though he has more money tied to NERF than most people should. So, hopefully you can see that. It's this flywheel is slightly lifted up. It's gonna be really hard to see because of the camera focus. But if you look in the gap, you can see the one on the right is slightly higher up. So that's the problem. That's why it doesn't work. Right? So, it hopefully... Oh, actually, you can see it actually pretty obviously. Look how sunken down the one on the left is compared to the one on the right. The one on the right is visually higher up. If you look at the metal motor post. So that's how it was out of the package. You guys just watched me do that. I am going to gently press this down and accomplish nothing. So let's try that again. Ooh. Oh, NERF. So I'm here to tell you that didn't work. There doesn't seem to be... Ooh, even this board on the bottom is bent. But there doesn't seem to be a way for me to push that down farther. Slightly. It's ever so slightly, but that's enough to screw it up. It almost looks like the flywheel itself is just misshapen. I pressed it down a little. I don't know. You tell me. Can you tell if that's any better? Doesn't that look pretty close now? That looks pretty close to me. Now, I can still... It almost feels like the wheel is different concavity on the top. Huh. The Nexus Pro X, the Game Face Try-On. Probably the Nexus Pro X, to be honest. Not that the Try-On is bad. If you can get it for a good deal, I could recommend it. Ooh, I don't know if I can fix this. It just seems off. If it was going to be fixed, that would have fixed it. And I felt it move a little bit, but that was like... Testing. Okay. So... Dude, this is so frustrating. I don't know what the problem is. It's like the Elgato just gave up. One of the wheels looks very different in my eyes. Yeah, one of them seems way different. Like it was machined differently. So what I was doing there is, like, I'm trying to swap to the microphone on this camera. Oh, that camera's dead! What? What the heck? What the heck? I can't catch a break. What? Oh my gosh. How did that camera go out? I just tried to swap to the mic on that camera and it froze. Okay. And no amount of me disabling an enabling it's working. Hold on. I just can't catch a break. I love this. This is so much fun. Okay. I heard the USB. There it is. Why did that cut out like that? All right. That's going to be a little frustrating. I'll try to be sane, Chad. So the other thing that's going on is it seems like this one's bent. I think this motor cage is just bad. So the thing I was trying to show you, it's going to be really hard to see, but that motor board is bent. You see that? You see how that motor board right there is bent? One of these motors is pushed further in than the other one. It's this one. It's the bottom one, which is where it's the... Yeah. So this motor board is bent. This is low. This is high. This motor is pushed in more than this one. That's not as simple as I thought it was. And I think this one's bent. Because when I'm moving it, I can look at the edges where the concavity is, and this one's going up, down, up, down, up, down. Dude, what is this trash, Hasbro? I'm sorry, there's no defending that. It's better than it was? But yeah, it's not... I don't know how fixable that is. I don't think it's going to be fixed yet. Because if you look in there... Like, the tops are aligned now, but it doesn't look quite right. I'm not gonna ship something back to Walmart. It's just not gonna happen. I don't have time for that. Yeah, ever so slightly right there. This wheel shifts out of alignment. How hard are these flywheels to pop off? Return to sender. Has anybody actually popped the wheels off their sender? Because I sent you a wheel to help with pressing the flywheel onto the motor without damaging the motor. I mean, I was holding the back of the motor and pushing evenly on both sides. This one seems bent, and I barely touched it. Yeah, it's right here. Oh my god, that's so stupid. Yeah, the wheel itself is bent. Yeah, the motor and the housing, but... I mean, screw it. I don't... This is dumb, Hasbro. The funny thing is like, I know... Why is that so hard to get working again? I have to, like, turn it off and swap between 3 different audio things before it works again. This is devolving so fast. First of all, I don't think there's another flywheel cage out for this yet. And second of all, that's just not even worth doing. I want to take these motors out. It's so dumb. It's like, it's very specifically made not to ever come out. Yeah, so it's way more obvious if I show you the corner. Let's see if I can even keep it flat, but... See it? Yeah, it's like very noticeably wrong. I don't even know if that's moving it.
Let's rock.
Space Thing Reckoning with a $5 super chat. Call this blaster Wonder of You, because the deeper we get, the more Calamity seems to football the stream. No kidding! Thank you very much for the $5 super chat. Space Thing. I don't think this is coming out. Oh, this is so annoying. See, I wonder if the motor shaft doesn't have grooves. Use a fork. I don't have a fork up here. There we go. There we go. That was actually way easy. Okay. I wonder if I have to do a motor replacement. Is the shaft... Oh my god, they are teethed. They are ever so slightly teethed. I don't know if you can see that. Let's take the other one off. Hopefully this is as easy as that one was. Ooh. I am surprised it has motor mount screws too. Thank you, Vault Dweller. He's not wrong. Can't be stuck if it's liquid. Fire solves all your problems. See, I can't see. I'm willing to bet there's like flash or something underneath this that I need to get rid of. I just need to figure out a way to pry this motor off without destroying the shaft. So, the flywheels themselves... It's funny, the flywheels themselves seem off. Where did I have my... I just had my calipers. Something seems off about these flywheels. See if I'm right. I mean, we'll just do basic. I want to see 14.2. 14.2. Okay. Because, like, even holding them in my hand, like, do you guys see that? They're almost V'ing. So that screw, ooh. This screw right here is clearly lifted up. You see that? That screw wasn't tightened all the way down. Oh, it's super obvious. I'm stupid. Look at the depth of the motors. Look at how bad that is. Look right at the collar where the motor shaft is. Holy crap. Holy crap, dude. Look at that. Whoa. So even though this screw wasn't all the way down, oh, There we go. To say this is annoying, I'm really sorry. I don't know how to fix that right now. Ah! Oh my god. Okay. So, the issue that I'm seeing right off the bat is that the motor ribs in there, it's gonna, you can kind of see it right there. See how destroyed that is? You can see the motor, when it was put in, rubbed against that and filled it up and pushed it to the top with some extra plastic, which gave it a gap. The top one has the same thing. You can see that black speck right there where my finger point is. That's plastic from that ribbing that's meant to center the motor. That is disgusting. I completely forgot about my crabs. I want to get some footage of that though. That is ridiculous. And it's on both sides too. It's not even just one thing. That's why there's even glue in there, by the looks of it. No, that's like grease. Okay. But you can see the sides like they... Yeah, so I'm not sure what the manufacturer process for this is. Oh, hey, we got motor specs. That's cool. I've never seen that before in a NERF product. Oh, the lighting is going to screw it up. There we go. 2,900 RPM. 29,000. 8-volt. Why am I not hearing my headphones anymore? Yep, I'm just gonna cut out those damaged ribs and put the motors back in. Oh. Oh, my headphones just aren't connected to my computer at all anymore. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just come in here and clean up this plastic so those motors fit back in perfectly. I mean, this has to be a machine, right? It's so weird seeing Hasbro try their absolute best to make a budget product, right? While still trying to keep some semblance of NERF quality. And they wind up missing the mark on both accounts. No, this one still won't go in very far. Is there anything on the motor itself? No. Okay, this is going to take a bit more effort than I expected. Got it! I mean, that's probably how it's supposed to be. Oh, I'm so sorry, this camera angle sucks. But there, it snapped into place like it's supposed to. Now, I don't remember which one was which. It shouldn't matter. But let's find a hand screwdriver real quick before we do something horrible. Good on Hasbro for actually using the motor screws. I don't know what's going on. Nothing works. Come on, mouse! Oh. I just can't catch a break. I can see the pointer. It's not moving. It refuses. So bad. Come on! What is causing all of this? I really want to know what are causing all of these things. It's all USB. It has to be something wrong with like a USB controller or something. I need to figure out how, because like my mouse isn't working. And my headphones aren't working. It can't be range because the computer is only 10, 12 feet that way. And these are all plugged into different USB things. I'm guessing USB is just overloaded. But my USB cards, the extra ones, aren't working. Now we got it. Okay. So, I noticed my mouse wasn't working at all. And then when the camera disconnected, my mouse started working. I moved those to a different thing. It doesn't really seem to make anything that much of a difference, but now they're on one of the USB cards in the back of it. No, so the USB hub that I'm using for this camera right now, that is plugged in to the motherboard. The Elgato is plugged into my front USB ports, which is a separate audio or USB bus, and then I have two PCIe USB cards. And I'm having trouble with both of those USB cards right now. But I just plugged in all this stuff into it, and that seemed to work. So I think we're good. I think we're good. Maybe that fixed it. Maybe it was like a conflict. Yeah, what you're missing is I'm not using the front USB port for a camera. I'm using it for a capture card, which should be fine because the capture card does all of the heavy lifting. I think I can plug that into my motherboard with this camera and it would work fine. It is not as much data transfer as using the USB function on the camera itself, which is why I'm using the Elgato to begin with. But hopefully that fixed it. If not, I guess I could try buying another USB-C PCIe card, and maybe the ones I have just stopped working. I'm really sorry, guys. I'm trying my best. There's a lot going on here. I am gonna fix this thing, and honestly, I think we did. Unless I bent the shafts of the motors while pulling out the flywheels, I can't fix that. Okay. That seems better. So now the wheels are really pushed down on there, but you can see they're even. So I think crisis averted. I think we fixed it. I think. Other than the fact that oh no. Might be still fine. Yeah, it's fine. Oh, I was printing out a thing real quick. I think it's done now. I just reminded myself. Ooh. Whether it works or not, I have no idea, but AdQuintic sent me this, which is supposed to be like a scar, but it for some reason bubble-gummed up at the top of it. Do I have a metal barrel that would fit it? I doubt it, to be perfectly honest. I don't know what happened right here at the very end with this thing. I think we're fine otherwise. Maybe not. Does that go in? Okay, it does go in with this part facing forward. I mean, I'm not super worried about it. I don't think AdQuintic has... You haven't tested this, have you, AdQuintic? I mean, that's one of the reasons why I'm using the Elgato over the camera's built-in USB function is because that uses less power. Because the Elgato handles all the processing. I had snips, didn't I? Dude, I totally had snips here. And then I don't know what happened to them. Huh. I don't think so. Not that you would want to be honest. Oh, it's so sketchy. I have no other answer to that right now. If we do fix these, I will do another video and use this stream as a record. Man, that really gummed up at the top of it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use this piece. I can try. Okay, there we go. Oh my goodness, dude. Okay, yeah, I agree. I'm gonna do it without the print. I'm sorry, Quintic. I don't really feel like being that much of a guinea pig right now. Wheat, wheat. Let's just make sure we actually have a sender that fires straight. No, there was no errors or anything like that. It's not even disconnecting the Elgato. It's just, like, dropping the signal or something. And then deactivating it and activating it again seems to refresh it. Has anybody actually made a 3D printed thing to make this, I mean, never mind. I hate the fact that this is connected to this orange piece. It's one piece. They couldn't have made these pop out easily or something for us. Hasbro. Yeah. I have no clue where 90% of these screws went, and they're all different. Oh, I did forget the magazine. You're right. Thank you, Tim. That'd be a cool place to put a screen. Oh, okay. I was fairly certain that was the way it went in. Yeah, it has to be the way it goes in. There we go. Is bots here? I don't think I've seen bots, but I believe bots 3S tis. I wonder if I would assume it could hit like 80, 90 on a 3S. 180, 190. It looks like the exact same cage as the Strife X. The motors are probably different, and that's where the different power will come from. I can't use these headphones anymore. They're just skipping. Even though I moved them to a different thing, they're just skipping. It's driving me nuts. Okay. Dude, the wires. It amazes me Hasbro can't even do this. Why do I have to struggle so much on this, Hasbro? I'm like fighting the wires trying to put this thing back together, and they were just held down with a little bit of tape. That's not how they went. Okay, how did they go? They both go down in there, and then this goes on top. It's the only thing I can think of. I gotta think like a Hasbro engineer, and I haven't hit myself in the head with a hammer too much yet. Just kidding. Their engineers are amazing, I'm sure. It's somebody in the chain of command that is screwing all of this up. I get that feeling every single time I work on one of these blasters. The engineers are good, and then somebody just messes all of it up for whatever the Hasbro exec wants, or project lead, or whatever. Honestly, the Hasbro engineers are probably way too talented. That's the feeling I get. There's somebody up there, a bean counter or something. That is the main reason why we're struggling so much with Hasbro right now. Under the mag behind the post, not in front of it. Like that? It's so tight now for some reason. There's a chance I... Like... Well, I know I twisted it a few times, but... There we go. Maybe that. Yeah. Yeah. Like, I don't think the problem here is like the sender's a badly designed blaster. This is a production issue. Dude, this is driving me nuts. I can't get... These wires go everywhere. Oh my god, I can't get the wire doesn't... I lengthened the wire, and it has no room. All right, hold on. Oh. I'm this close to rewiring this thing. This is pissing me off. Just go down! Oh! How? I lengthened the wire and it doesn't freaking fit! You missed the wire guide on the back of the cage. I don't have it in there because I twisted the motor cage too much and screwed it in and went, oh no, I don't have enough wire. But that lengthens the wire. It has to go in there like that, but you say it doesn't. Why is there wire run parts there if it doesn't go in like that? This is what I'm defeated by. Oh my god, that's driving me nuts. Yeah, it can't go like that. Alright, let's just put this in here like this. Oh, this is awful! Okay. Just go down there. Just go down there like that. I got it! That's how it's supposed to go! Smartest walrus in the universe defeated by a simple wire run. It's amazing how I managed to mod stuff in the past. I'm putting my odds of me not having broken a wire off at like 0. This is so bad! You could design this any other way, Hasbro! I'm so done. No matter how I put it, it gets trapped under another screw post. Thank you. Finally. Okay. Okay. All right. Please just work. Okay. I'm sorry, chat. Okay. Yeah, I guess that is true, King. You just put batteries back in this thing. I didn't fix anything else it had. Only this one issue. Gosh, I gotta find darts. It's rattling! Yeah, the flywheel cage is completely F. There's whatever they did to push the motors into the flywheel cage, I assume autonomously. Where's the rattle? Where's the rattle? Where's the rattle? What? Oh my god, it was right there. Where did that screw come from? Oh. I'm going crazy. I think I'm hearing voices. Oh, now I gotta deal with this again. We'll make it end. Just make it stop. Ugh. Walcom's villain origin story. Okay. Where did that... I had a silver screw. Now I have an extra silver screw. What the heck? These are going through? That went through the battery tray. Did I just have a second thing of screws here and... Why are those going all the way through the tray? And now, here's where I put all the batteries in and it doesn't rev up. And then I just have to wire it for a LiPo anyway. Flywheel's rubbing. Flywheel's rubbing bad. I don't know how to fix that other than just, like, letting it burn. Yeah, we'll just let it do its thing. Yeah, I agree. Man, even 3D printed flywheel cages are designed in such a way that you can't push the motor so far down that it rubs. And yet Hasbro can't design their flywheel cages apparently to do that. CIA, why don't you go to local Nerf war and get hit in the face by a 350 FPS short dart shooter and still call it a kid's toy? That's 350 FPS with a 1.2 gram foam dart, by the way, and not a 0.2 gram plastic BB. Oh, the plastic BB is so much better because it looks like a real firearm, eh? I am super glad Hasbro made NERF Pro. I just wish they did a good job. Back to square one. What's funny is every single person who, like, ooh, why don't you airsoft, is always some other, like, 13-year-old on the internet that, like, they were bullied out of playing with foam darts, and they think airsoft is inherently better because it's a real thing. I legit don't know which one of those flywheels was even rubbing. Oh, there's no way I didn't just bend that motor. Something to use as a spacer. Oh. Oh, cool, there's no gap on this side. Righteous.
Let's rock.
Pretty sure I bent the flywheel post that time. The NERF Pro line is weakening my remaining trust. I understand that. Brufficated. This is all just QC errors. But it's kind of inexcusable for, you know, a company as massive as Hasbro to have this widespread issues. And the thing is, even if this worked, like the sender worked perfectly, why would you ever get this over the Venom? Unless you literally had no other choice. It's like one setting. It's like either all the way on or too loose. There's no way I didn't ruin this. This is frustrating, man. Oh. That is such a big what the heck, Hasbro. The thing that, like, I shouldn't have to buy 2 of every single blaster to check, too. Like, that's not fair. I bought 2 Venoms, though, and they worked fine. And to be fair, to be honest, the Omnia was never even in stores. It was rubbing in the cage, I'm pretty certain. I'm gonna turn it on without buttoning it up just to see if I fixed it. But I think I might have bent the motor post pulling those flywheels out again. There we go. I don't get it, man. Oh, my computer's a mess, I guess. Like, it was working fine before, so I'm trying to run through my head what changed. I can't put those in with the batteries in. Ugh. Man, that rev trigger sucks. I hope that gets quieter once I put the rest of this blaster together. I mean, usually the thicker screws go... I seriously don't know where any of these screws went. iTunes broke Windows update, so I'm going to have to reinstall Windows completely at some point. I'd probably do for that as well. Adam, besides the price point or lower, even maybe it should be USB-C rechargeable. Takes a lot of bourbon to fix the damage Hasbro's done with this line. A lot of bourbon. Again, most of it's just quality control. Where did this big long boy screw go?
Let's rock.
That's the thickest part of the shell, I think. Maybe there? Already put one in there. No? Already put one in there, too. Jam door? That looks a little long for the jam door. Maybe you're right. Yeah, that seemed to work. Good call, boy chips. Oh, cool. There's a second one. That's enough. It sounds meaner than before. I mean, it seems like they're keyholing. I didn't see whirlybirds, but I did saw darts that looked to be, for lack of a better term, keyholing. Every single time the camera disconnects and reconnects, it's changing the audio source to a different one. So, I'm gonna do one more mag. Man, these darts really smell like Loca glue. I think we're good, because I haven't had a single, like, obvious whirly bird, but I do have shots that veer pretty sharply left or right, not beyond what flywheelers would normally do, maybe a little bit worse, but then I get like 4 or 5 shots that are dead on. I'm going to do one more mag here. I'm ruining perfectly good darts. It seems okay. It doesn't seem perfect. It seems a lot better than it was before. A lot better. That's usable. I don't think that it's perfect. I think I might have bent something. But to be honest, I mean, I even want to do one more magazine. To be honest, it looks pretty okay. I'm getting normal dart, like left or right flywheeler bolt BS. No, I didn't put the scar barrel in there. Mine didn't print right. I love this song so much. Some people would say that at least the Sender does semi-auto. I would argue the Venom does that fine. I'm not shooting. I mean, I'm only like 35 feet away. I'm not seeing anything obviously bad. I am just getting normal darts veering left and right. There's something, it looks like it's fluttering, which is where I got, I think, that idea that it was keyholing. But I think it's fine. It's probably within tolerance. So with that, I'm going to say the Sender is most likely working the way it's supposed to out of the box. Because I'm still fighting to come up with a recommendation for this blaster. I don't... If you can get... I might be just giving a cop-out answer here. If you have no other option or you didn't know better, you went to the store, you picked up this blaster, and went to a war that had a pretty soft 150 cap, I think you would be fine. I think you would have fun as long as it works the way it's supposed to out of the box. I think you would do okay. I don't think you would be that disappointed. If you have never touched another high-performance flywheeler before, and this thing worked how it's supposed to out of the box, rationally you could say it's an okay blaster. But if you live in the US and you know better at all, I think the Venom blows this out of the water. I don't even think it's a fair fight. Even if you try to rationalize the extra 20, maybe 30 FPS, I don't think it's worth it for double the blaster, worse ergonomics, and if you really were worried about the performance, throw a 3S LiPo in your Venom and it works fine. I don't think this is a bad blaster. I just don't think it's as good as it could be. If Hasbro would have put this out for $35 max, I think it would have done really well. And honestly, if you want this setup, I mean, you can see, like, if you're holding this thing, like, you can see how small and compact it is. It's not bad. But it's not $50. Like, I think $50 is asking a lot compared to the Venom. And it makes me wonder if, like, Dart Zone knew the Venom was coming. I just left my... Wow. I recorded 53 minutes of dead air on my camera. Cool. Anyway. With it working, with those wheels aligned, it definitely feels like a flywheel. It's not more accurate than the Venom, but every shot seemed to do okay. So I'm going to call that, I'm going to raise this to a 3 out of 5. I think 3 out of 5 is fair. If it was $35, if you could save $15, it would be maybe a 4 out of 5. The biggest thing that this blaster has going for it is the fact it uses double A's. I know that sounds like a detriment, but you can't use double A's in the Venom. I think this is okay. I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5 now. This piece of garbage. I don't know how I can fix this. So the barrel looks to be okay. This thing's a piece of garbage. This is the one I got the most pushback on. Everyone's like, I know what you talk about, man. My toy works good. It's a 10 out of 10. And for that, I just say, even if it worked flawlessly, there's still so many better options. You have to really, really love the carbine style. I'm not saying this is good, right? There's a screw there. I can't believe I caught that. Well, I dropped it in the end. You have to really love this grip, because you can see that is not well designed. It is super big, but it's okay. You can use it. I haven't obviously fielded it for very long. Well, thank you, Classic for real.
Let's rock.
Testing. Okay, there we go. Oh. So, your priming leverage is down here. This is where the priming pin is. That has a lot to do with your crunchy prime. It's going to be hard to see, but you can see in there. Look how worn that is already. That's like wearing away already, and I've barely used it. Wow. Looks cool like this. It looks like an FMG9. Okay, so big long boy screw goes right there. There's white, you can see it. There's white plastic all over the receiver. Alright, check that out. I think I already saw like a printed kit for this thing somewhere. Oh. Man, this thing is a mess inside. They really were fitting everything they could in here. God, that spring is ridiculous. That's stronger than like a long shot's catch spring. What the hell, Hasbro? Look at how thick that is. It doesn't need that. I legit think they swapped them. I think... What are the odds they mixed up the springs? What are the odds they mixed up the catch spring with the mag release spring? The mag release spring is stronger than the catch spring. What are the odds they did that? I think I might. $16mm outer diameter. 14mm internal. 12.7. I guess you could stretch it to 13, but it is a 16mm outer diameter. So this is the same size outer diameter as we would use with pretty much anything else. Like, here's a unicorn barrel. It friction fits right in there. I mean, dare we just do that? My biggest issue is I don't know if I can cut this out. So what is going on? Dude, what's weird is this catch spring is bizarrely strong too. Looks like somebody already took a Dremel to my blaster. Look at that. Isn't that weird? Not very often I open a Nerf blaster and it looks like somebody's already been inside of it. So, the catch return spring is up there. Adam with a $2 super chat. What are the odds the Qual-C is as good as the government work? Yeah. About the same. That's a pretty decent-sized plunger tube. Floating plunger head. I guess I should have seen that coming. Oh my god, is the plunger tube seriously screwed in? That's neat. That's super neat. Looks like Hasbro was doing their absolute best to reduce... Like, I've never seen a plunger head like that before. It's got a nipple, and it fits into that hole. And I'm guessing that's a dead space reducer. What the hell is that? It looks like a marital aid. That seems really, really loose. I'm getting zero seal out of this. Oh. Well, it's misshapen for one. But yeah, this is like a hot dog down a hallway. Like, really bad. I don't know if that'll come across on camera. Like, it's really loose. I can't get... I guess it does kind of seal. Is this like a speed seal? I guess it is. Is that something that Nerf does? It does seem to slow down and seal a little bit when I push it with my finger. Not exactly how I would do it, but I'm sure there's a reason. It's a pretty decent-sized plunger tube, to be honest. Spring's tough. Like, it doesn't look like much, but that's a tough spring. Honestly, there's not much reason here why this thing can't be good. There's definitely power there. I'm trying to look around. Teflon motor jacket looks cool and you ignore the rain. Well, here is a seagull spring. And the single spring actually has a smaller diameter, just barely.
Let's rock.
Do not do that, Gabriel. You will be dead soon. Your body cannot survive that much alcohol. I think the biggest problem is that indirect priming linkage. That seems to be the biggest issue with this thing. Actually, I'm going to take all this out. I'm going to cut out those ribs that are wearing away. See if we can't make this much smoother. The thing is, I'm still not understanding... I'm not quite understanding why this thing is, like, not pushing in darts right. Oh, cool. I don't know where that went. I have no idea where that piece went. I assume it's a lock. Is that flopping? It's the only thing I can think of. Oh, gross. It's really bad. I don't know if you can see all this wear in here where my fingertip is rubbing. You see that buildup of plastic in there? That's where your crunchiness is coming from. It's so immediately obvious. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, let's fix this. Hey, Arj. It honestly feels like they wanted to make this another Helios and then stopped. Gotta smooth that out a little bit. Yeah. Now we just have a Millennium puzzle to put back together that I don't understand. Cool. Yugi boy! Man, I don't even know where to begin. Huh. Okay. Well, I know this went like that. Cool. I know this went... See, I don't know where this piece went. I legit don't see a single spot this went into. That could be true, Bro Maxer. I don't know if you'd want to. It's something with an obvious pistol grip. With the mag inside. That would make a really weird lever action. I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying that's kind of weird. You'd really have to be pushing it. I have no clue where this piece went. Trigger catch? Maybe. I'll figure it out here in a second. Might just be another worthless lock. Okay, that's super annoying. I can see why that was screwed down. Where did that... Oh my god, I hate this thing. Where did that flat screw go? That held down the plunger tube that I can no longer find. Cool. Ow. Found it. Hyper did die really fast. I probably should have put that in first. That works. Okay. If I remember correctly... Yeah, that was the magazine catch. That needs to be lessened. That is such a heavy spring. Is there anything in here? Oh, there's a bunch of stuff in here. Everything is fixed now. All right.
Let's rock.
Some moolah for the Harbor Freight magnetic screw so you can keep track of your screw. I have one! I'm just stupid, but thank you, Ice Blade. I apologize. I do have one. I'm just stupid. Well, get a sec. There's literally two right here. This one, which is full of garbage, and this one. I'm just dumb. Look, man, I never claimed to be smart, ever. If anything, I have warned you all over the past decade. I am anything but I'm the opposite. Is that what I meant to say? Okay. So I don't know what that did. The hell is this piece? Oh no. I don't know what this piece was. Probably not important. We'll just friction fit you in there. And we'll deal with the consequences later. Yep, that looks to be okay. Fits together fine. Well, that screw didn't do what it needed to do. Okay, I don't like that. I know this big long boy went in there. And everything else is remotely the same.
Let's rock.
I know it's ridiculous, which is why it's needed, but how do we get an automatic Mega XL rifle with a 30-round drum magazine? 30-round drum magazine would be like this big! That is ridiculous! You're also asking for HPA or AEG. I think you're flying too close to the sun on that one, Icarus. But thanks for the $5, Adam. It's like all these screws are stripped. It's wild. Have you ever heard of War Thunder? Didn't I do an ad for them like 2 months ago? I forgot that garbage little piece of plastic that says, "Wear your sun or your eyebrow." Oh, hey! I did manage to break this thing. Cool. I don't know if you can see that. Right there. Yep, it broke. Sports grade! Can't handle one Walcom toss. We should have torrent toss be a national thing at every single NERF event. Every single tournament. Every convention should have torrent toss. Who can throw the NERF Pro Torrent farther?
Let's rock.
So, I'm going to take out one of my USB cards and just see if that's the issue. None of these seem to go back together. All right. I don't know, that seemed pretty good to me. Yeah, it has a seal. I'm just as surprised as you are. And also, it's a little crunchy, but it's not nearly as bad as it was before. I wish I was sitting on my computer right now so I could hit the applause thing for Freddy, but everybody, Freddy on deck. I demand you all show Freddy proper respect, especially after all the slander he got on Reddit. Give me some salutes to your superior Freddy. Ugh. That was so much smoother. 141, 147, 151, 166, 152, 151, 175, 133, 151, 163, 143, 141, 155. No jams, and it is smooth as silk. Mag release is so much better now. Does it slam now? I guess we could try that, eh? There's no way I unlocked slam fire by removing all of these locks. That was fine. And that's with a longer barrel, by the way. And it's still inconsistent, which is telling me that maybe it's still underbarreled. Let me see if it has... I don't think it has slam fire. Ooh. Oh, I forgot to screw down there. There's probably another screw floating around on the deck. There's a couple right here. Trigger down. Prime it back. No. No, it does not have slam fire. Yeah. No, it does not. It does not have slam fire. I removed every lock because I didn't know how they went. It's so nice now! What the hell, Hasbro? Bro! You couldn't hear that, but... Why is this so hard for you? I'll burn through the rest of these brand new darts. I got to jam like every other mag last time, and I was firing way slower than that. Honestly, I can. Utah Raptor. I can. I don't think I even need to. Are you ever going to mod the Venom Pro? Funny you mentioned that. I actually would have done it this stream. But I bought a bag of screws and I can't find them. I'll show you though. Okay. Not pussyfooting about this at all. One slight squib there. Double shot. Got one more almost bag. I had one little bit of a squib there. I wonder what we can do for a spring upgrade. I think I short stroked it. No, I didn't. Two for two. Anybody disagree? I think we fixed both of them. I might have roughed this up a little bit, but I didn't see a single spin out. Of course that doesn't work. Of course that doesn't work. That'd be too cool, Hasbro. They can't even keep their design language similar. And that mag release. Oh, it's so close. It's so much better now, though. I can just lightly hit it with my finger. That's so much better. Remember, I removed all the locks. God, why is that so hard for freaking one of the biggest toy companies on the face of the planet? Why can a little fat kid in his garage fix this crap? Maybe easy, but then you get some wiggle. It's fine. You don't need a... It's a carbine. You don't need to be able to freely drop the mag, in my opinion. Oh. So that's much better. Seriously. Okay. If the sender came, or not the sender, the Torrent came just like this is like a 4 out of 5 blaster. It can take a B car, it doesn't need to come with one. Instead of this freaking annoying, wherever the hell it went. This thing that looks like it was purposely designed not to ever take one. Like, oh, we're going to make sure you can't do anything. Our blaster's so good you don't need no scar. There's no way Hasbro didn't know. Dark Zone was doing that with the Mark IV. Yeah, the barrel litter, it's 16, the plastic barrel that it comes with is 16 millimeter outer diameter. So, here's the barrel it came with. Oh, weird. Okay, maybe my 0 is off. Yeah. So all I did, like, I can literally just pull it out. So, obviously I need to sand this inside out so I can slip it over this and give the barrel a little extra support. But even just like this, it is actually usable. No jams in, what, 4 mags? I had one minor squibby dart. Performance was still good. I don't know what a spring upgrade for this will look like. But this is fine.
Let's rock.
Keen Kavosha super chatted, now can it take a K26? I don't think so. The plunger head, the spring fits inside the plunger. And I don't know, I don't think, it's a very weird diameter. It's slightly bigger than, like, the springs you get with the Harrier and stuff like that. This can fit snugly inside. And Classic Frugal with a $5 super chat proposed, P.S. I propose spin centering actuated rifling. Yeah, I kind of don't like the string centering auto rifling. I always thought that was kind of a dumb acronym in my opinion. No, Mike, I fixed it. NERF Pro needs to look pro. It's all gimmicky unlike other pro. I think this design is fine if the blaster would work. A lot of people are like, oh, they don't use Picatinny, so... But that piece is just going to get swapped out for a Picatinny one anyway. Like, it's good. Both of these blasters are okay. There's still a lot, like, the rev trigger being spongy. The grip is so... Okay, there's no mag going in this grip. Why is this grip so awful? Right? I think even the Cage Fighter actually thins up like an actual grip. I don't mind the lack of, like a trigger guard. I think it would be cooler with one. God, this would have been so much cooler had it had a bar that, like, extend the muzzle about half an inch and just have a bar so you have a knuckle guard. That would have looked so much cooler. But now the blasters work. How's the sender's spin ability? Both are 0. They don't have trigger guards. But now they're fixed. I'm pretty pleased now that they actually work. They could be good. If they fix the QC, like if you open this up and it worked fine, it didn't have that disgusting crunchy prime, like this would be... Like... It's so good now! With a stronger spring, that's going to be a problem. This is so much better. I took a huge hiatus from the hobby, just came back this month. What would you say would be the best budget blaster to get my hands on right now? The Dart Zone Pro, the Dart Zone Max Venom Pro. You can find them at Target, Maddox. I have one. Oh, let me grab one really quick. One sec, I wanted to see if that screw bag was over here. Man, I wish I knew where that went. Alright, so unfortunately, this is going to have to happen off camera. But, here's the Venom Pro, right? This is a $50 blaster. Like, I don't know how Dark Zone makes money off this. The pistol everybody has wanted, that's been out, granted, you could get a form factor like this for a while. You know, pew-pews, not, well, maybe not even the pew-pew, but the Diana, the Nightingale, those have been out for like a year or two. This is on Target shelves. Most of the time sold out. I think it's even online now, probably also sold out. But this is a full auto, 6-7 dart per second, full auto, flywheel blaster that hits about 130 FPS. For $50, comes with 2 mags and a rechargeable battery and a charger. This is the best like, you can use this, unless your FPS cap's like 200 plus, that makes this thing a dedicated sidearm. And honestly, it sucks because it's gonna need like a sling. It doesn't have a holster yet. But, if your FPS cap's like 150, this will work fine. You don't need more than this. But, this is the same price as this. This is full auto, this is not. This is way thinner and way more compact than this. It's like not even comparable. I hate it. I hate how good this blaster is. Dark Zone, they could have charged $70, $80 for this and I think we still would have bought it. The fact they went right for freaking Worker's jugular, and as Worker was spasming and bleeding out, Worker managed to take out NERF. So, Venom got a two for one, is what it feels like. This blaster is just king. You can't beat it. I saw everybody keep saying, Walcom, there's a piece to make you stop using the rev. I like this. I don't want to have the trigger be the rev. I like this a lot. Because if you're actually using this as a sidearm, that's going to be so much better. I like this a lot. I got a piece for it. See what's going on here? Extended battery tray. Gives me a foregrip, so I can put this on a sling, and it won't look as weird. Doesn't have a stock, but at least you got the foregrip. And this B-car goes in there. So, this is done by Scott. I don't know what his online handle is. I'll let you know as soon as I get the clear from him and do the video. It's meant to be basically like a TMP. That's what he was going for. I asked him, like, he was already making an extended battery tray and everything. I was like, dude, can you make one with a foregrip for him? Because I want that little tiny, you know, stockless SMG. Just go, din, 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 din. So when I put this on a sling, it's going to look way more at home. And it's only increasing the muzzle length by an inch. And because of that, I'm still getting a this was designed by Scott. I don't know what his online handle is. Oh, hey, it fits in like that. It's not supposed to. It's supposed to go the other way. But, yeah, this is sick. So, best blaster ever, and I'm going to have it on a sling as a little PDW. I'm excited. I just need to find, I have the bearings here. I have the grub screws somewhere. I don't know where the heck they went. But, hey, for once on a stream, we actually accomplished something. I don't have a link for the SDL and stuff he's going to sell. I don't even know if he's going to sell this. He said this one was me. I asked him, he did it, and that's all I'm not going to be like, oh, can you, he might sell this too if there's demand, but he made this for me, according to him. Yes, I have a video coming out for the Venom. I'm going to do a video on these two, now that they're fixed, and then I have a video on this versus the Venom, and then I have a video for the Striker Venom loadout, and the Striker Venom loadout's going to have this. But, man, we actually got stuff done. How about that? Things actually kind of worked this time around. Oh. Not bad. Siren Blink. Whenever they send me the new one, which, I don't know, they stopped talking to me. I haven't gotten paid for that first video either, and it's been like, I don't know, 2 months? It's been a while. Maybe they just forgot I exist, I don't know. It's kind of frustrating. Is it worth waiting for the Maxim? I'm going to look for a Maxim. I don't know if they're online yet or not. I haven't seen one in stores or anything like that. But I'm going to wait for the Maxim. I still don't think the Maxim... I think the Maxim will be better than the Sender. I don't think the Maxim's going to be worth picking up over the Venom Pro. Again, if it hits like 160, 170, you can kind of rationalize it. A 160, 170 FPS cap isn't normal, though. A 130 is, a 150 is, but not a 160, 170. But I'd like to get my hands on that. I won't know until I get my hands on it. I can't believe these work now. I don't think they're even that bad. Once they started working, they're fine, but them not working out of the box is ridiculous. A lot of people said it's because, oh, you got the one with the broken box, so that's why your blaster doesn't work. Bull crap! Box had nothing to do with the blaster not working. Do you think I should cancel the order for my Blink and my Mauler? I love the Blink. The Blink is the best flywheeler I've used that's an injection molded thing. It's seriously, I love this. I don't know how the heck. I don't know what they're changing on it, but I think this blaster is awesome. I love it. I love the ergonomics. It hits hard. It's... Oh God, I wish I could show you guys, because it is reasonably accurate, too. This thing's rad. I'm not being paid to say that. I'm not even paid for it yet. I like how it drops mags. I like how it feels in the hand. It just, for me, I like it. It's perfect for me. I want two of them to dual wield so bad because this feels like such a dual wieldable blaster. Customizable rate of fire, customizable velocity. It does all of that stuff. It is awesome. My only issue with the Mauler is that you can't out of the box put a B-car on it, but the Mauler is really good and it has its own unique gimmick where you can very easily swap between 3 different performance points. Do I think you should cancel it for the Mauler? No, especially for 30 bucks, the Mauler's damn steal. I don't think the Mauler can be beaten for 30 bucks. For 40, it's still really good. 250 FPS, 150 or 160 to 250 FPS for $40 is still amazing. If they add, like, if they could fix the actual main grip and they could add the ability to put a B-car on it, it's done. It's the best blaster we got in the hobby. And again, for 30 to $40, it's a damn steal. Assuming it works. Even with the Gnarl is like one of the smallest mag-fed freaking springers you can get your hands on. The Mauler is tiny, or Gnarl. Sorry, I hate these names. Gnarl is so small and compact. And still hits like 150 plus FPS. Very good little blaster. Other people have gotten their hands on it now too, so I can say that. You guys should hopefully believe me. That's like the only blaster I would need in like any 150 cap war is the Gnarl. It's so good. What is my opinion on the N series? I'm already tired of it. I have the Shadow Storm and the Strike Back, the shotgun. I have both of those. Oh. I'm not far enough to have done these videos yet. Yeah, so the strike back and this gross thing. So the only one I don't have is the Sprinter. Blaster Corn is coming too. I'm hoping the strike back's good. I doubt it will be, but I'm hoping it is. Blaster Corn, that's another one I really want to do. Does anybody know that Blaster Corn had wings? I didn't know that. It's so cute. And I want that thing to hit hard. I think X-Shot is gonna kill Nerf at this point. I think X-Shot wins. And it's not even just X-Shot. Zuru as a whole is just becoming one of the biggest toy manufacturers on the planet. Do I have the Woozy? I do have a Woozy. Look up the custom TMP. I mean, that's kind of what I was going for, asking for this. I even sent him a picture of the TMP, and I'm like, that's what I want. I can't wait to get my hands on the Fury X. See, the thing is that the Fury X is good. I don't know what to tell you. The Fury X looks like it might be one of the best blasters ever, and I seriously mean that, because you're talking about a thing that looks to be about this big. Like, I'm not positive. It looks to be about that big, with top prime slam fire, 140 FPS. Bullpup. Like that, and it's slam fire, which this doesn't. So that thing, I have a feeling, it's just going to be this little zippy thing that you're going to see people just dunking around corners, just just clearing out entire rooms of people, and then mad loading and going on to the next one. It's going to be in for $15. How is that beatable? I'm so excited for the Fury X. Welcome, Ramathy. I think we're winding down. I'm pretty much done at this point. I've accomplished my goals. Plus, I'm hungry. I was wondering if your Gundam Virtue is the one with the Nodlay version as well. Yeah, it's the full... I even have the armor stand, so the armor floats off the Nodlay, and the lighting kit. I just haven't built the gunpla yet. But, yeah, got the armor display and the lighting kit for it. I should build this, I just haven't had the time. Oh. What state do I live in? Washington. Most informative Nerfer on YouTube inspired me to start my own law lame channel. I mean, hey, have fun with it. What do you think about Elastic Stream Pod? Are they practical for gameplay? They're not reliable. I think that's the issue with them. But they're definitely fun, and they definitely can get some decent velocity at like 130 cap. I think you could use them. Do you play Terraria? I played Terraria a long time ago. I haven't played it recently. I mean, we fixed them, Reed. They're fixed. They work. I'm pretty happy with them right now. I'm pretty iffy about lipos. I want to get more in the lithium ion. I mean, that's fine, Biddle. They're weaker. They're not as good, but they're okay. Opinion on the original Delta Trooper? I didn't really like it that much. I thought it was a weird design. I did a video on it. What do you think of the blasters from Elite to Max? I have 2 maracas I've printed out that I plan on doing in a video. Thoughts on the Ninja string blaster? I don't know what that is. Yeah, but the ones that come with the Dart Zone stuff are 7.4 volt, which is weaker than a 3S LiPo, which is common in the hobby. Should I buy replacement motors for my Auto Nightingale that I had smoking motors today in an event? Or just buy a Venom? You could probably buy a Venom for cheaper than it would cost. Yeah, that's only a little frustrating. Giosuke, I realigned the flywheels in the sender, so that works now. And I removed all of the locks. I trimmed some ribs off the inside of the shell, and I just friction fit in a new barrel, and it is 1000% better. Show one of the ones I got you. They're just right here. I haven't had time to build them. Oh, no. I don't plan on doing anything else for the sender. I don't like the Scavenger more than the Slingfire. I think the ergonomics on the Scavenger are way worse than the Slingfire. Is a Retaliator a good spot to start modding? If you can get aftermarket parts for it dirt cheap, sure. Otherwise, no. The best place to start with modding is like a Night Finder and a rebarrel and a spring upgrade. What's the best length barrel for the NPX? I have no idea. It's something I plan on experimenting with. In fact, I already printed out the stuff for it. I just haven't gotten that far. Would you recommend a Torrent only? My recommendation of the Torrent lies exclusively with if we get the Gnarl/Mauler on store shelves in the next month or two, and how good the X-Shot Fury X is. If the X-Shot Fury X for $15 is a slam dunk like it should be, I don't care if this thing is pump action, it's garbage compared to the Fury X.
Let's rock.
Would you recommend a Venom Pro X for shooting people indoors? It doesn't hit that hard. Yeah, that's fine. Should I get a Strife and mod it? Only if the Strife has mods that you absolutely have to do. Otherwise, there are much better blasters you can buy off store shelves right now. I didn't do a different spring. I didn't do any kind of... The only reason I'm getting a better air seal is because I could actually plug the barrel now. It is a speed seal, but... It's gonna be impossible for you guys to hear that, but... I wish I could show you somehow. But yeah, it's sealing. Alrighty, I'm gonna call it quits here. I hope this was somewhat entertaining. It's definitely better than the last time we tried modding stuff. We'll have another video on Monday. I'm trying to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday right now. I have not finished that video, but I hope to have those. I'm not really good about getting videos done earlier, like before they're due. But I should have all day tomorrow to work on stuff, so I'm going to get that video hopefully done tomorrow. Hopefully get 2 of them done tomorrow. And we're going to try to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I've got so many blasters. I don't know what I'm doing next. I'm just going to come up here tomorrow and see what I feel like doing a video on. So, we should be good. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had fun. Thank you very much for those of you that donated and those of you that dropped a like. those of you in the chat, I really appreciate it. It's been fun. I'm sorry the camera kept dying. I'm going to make my effort to fix that before next stream. I will be gone. I will be gone, mid-August, I guess, early mid-August, like the 7th to the 13th, I think. I'll be down in California for that. I will try to, I'm gonna do my best to make sure there's content ready for that gap. I don't know if we'll be able to, but there's no way I'll be able to stream for that. There's none. You might get a random stream on my phone if I'm feeling frisky. But I don't have a laptop or anything. I just have a Steam Deck, so you might get something, but we'll see. I got content and stuff to film and everything like that, so. Anyway, I'll leave you with the rest of the song. Have a good night, everybody. Freaking camera.